today, friends, we're going to be talking of the count ifs formula here in Excel. All right, so just to give you a head start on the count if formula, basically what a count if does is that it expects you to specify a particular criteria range, and then in that criteria range, it expects you to specify a criteria. All right, what I'm saying in essence is this. All right, so it expects you to give it a particular column made up of a set of data, right, a category, an attribute of data, and then inside that particular column, it expects you to specify a particular criteria which it will count. All right, for example, in our data set over here, we have a particular column called product. These are all the products. We have over 700 columns over here, and inside these columns there are many other products. There are different products that were sold. All right, so what Excel is doing is it expects you to specify the entire column for products, and then inside that column it's expecting you to specify what product it wants to count, or you want it to count. In other words, I'm going to highlight the entire column and tell Excel inside that column count how many times character appears in that column. All right, that's basically how the count ifs work. So I'm just going to double tap inside this cell and say equals to, and then I'm going to say count ifs, just to let you know this is count ifs. Excel is not case sensitive, and so whether I use an uppercase or a lowercase, it doesn't really matter. Excel is still going to perform appropriately. All right, so I'm going to highlight the entire column for products. All right, so I click on this cell, hold my control key, hold down my shift key, and press the down arrow key. All right, now at this juncture I'm going to just lock this cell C2 to C701. So I hold my function key and press F4, the way we do it. So it's going to lock everything for me. So I put a comma sign. Now the next thing I'm going to do right now is to specify my criteria 1. Right, so I just click on this cell over here, or I can just type in B4 and that will automatically get highlighted whichever way. All right, so I just close my bracket and click on enter. All right, and now you can see right now that the number of sales, or the number of times character appears in the column of products in our data set is 93 times. All right, so I just come to the bottom right and drag down to the end. Now I can see different values coming out for the other product. Now find the number of sales by each segment. It's basically the same thing we just did right now. So I just click here, equals to, then I say count ifs. Right, oh sorry, so I open my brackets. Then the next thing I need to do right now is come over to data, the section where I see segments. I just highlight the entire segment. So I click here, hold my control shift key and press my down arrow key. Now what I do is I lock this cell, hold my function key and press F4. All right, put a comma sign, then I need to specify this product. So I can just type in B14. All right, so B14, which is the cell. All right, this is B and this is 14, and government is appearing over there. I can just click on that cell and it's going to show me count ifs exclamation mark B14. It doesn't mean anything. My formula will still work effectively. That's just making references to the different pages of this worksheet that we are using. All right, so my formula will still work effectively. All right, so that doesn't really mean much. All right, so I'm just going to click on enter. All right, so at this juncture right now, you can see that the number of times government product was sold by the government segment was 300 times, and we can see for the other segments. All right, so quickly, friends, the last one we're going to be working with right now is to find the number of goods sold that cost the amount below. All right, so first of all, we should find the number of goods sold that was equal to $12,590. So what I'm just going to do is double tap on this cell, and I'm going to say equals to count ifs, count ifs, open my brackets, and then I'm going to have to specify the criteria for total cost. So I come over to the section where I have total cost. I'm just going to click on this, control shift down arrow key, and then what I do is I'm going to lock this cell. All right, so I hold my function key, friends, and then press on F4. Then I come over to the end, put a comma sign, which you already know. And then after putting on my comma sign, the next thing I need to do right now is to specify my criteria 1. I need to specify the criteria 1, and to specify the criteria 1, I just need to come over here and then put an exclamation quotation mark in this case. Now in this case we are dealing with numbers, not text strings. All right, so I just put my exclamation mark. Then what I'm going to say is equal to, all right, and then I have to type in the number 12590. All right, that's how we do this for numbers. All right, so I'm just going to close my bracket and then click on enter. All right, right now you can see that we have two products that were sold that exactly equal to this total cost. If you check your data set, you are going to find this. All right, so that's how we work with it. Now let's get a little bit lazy, friends. Since we are still making reference to the same total cost colon, I'm just going to copy this formula over here and then paste it. All right, so I'm just going to be a little bit lazy this time around. All right, so I just paste it over here, and of course I'm expecting to whatever, but I just need to change this over here. All right, so this time around, not equal to 331,500. So I'm going to say not equal to this. I will specify not equal to in Excel, and I'm going to 331,500. All right, so that's how I'm going to specify this formula here in Excel. So I just click on enter. Alright, so friends, as you can see right now, we've been able to find the number of sales that were not equal to this value and the number of sales that were equal to this value. You can change the values over here. You can say greater than, and you see the answer will change. Alright, I can come over here and say less than. Alright, so we can do lots of other things and change the formulas and make it suit our purpose, or try to answer the equation we are that we are presented with. Alright, so friends, without wasting much of your time, I'd like you to delve into your spreadsheet and then practice what you've learned. Thank you so much.